All right, guys, we're back. Um, with the dozenth, 12th episode.
The
I try to
the
be
dozen
classy and original there. I apologize.
the doesn't
Yeah,
doesn't exist. That's the fake
it's
word.
like a
So what? It's
dozen,
the opposite.
but okay. Moving on. Anyway, here we are with this 12th episode of Trash Trades. Straight away, we gotta. If you thought our colors previously was a little wonky, we're not the classical, green and red, and we changed to the bluish white, whatever. Well, you got another thing coming today with VJ's pretty funky and colorful colors. VJ, what do you think about your new colors?
Oh, nice. I try to, honestly, there's a lot of things to say about the colors. This is what you could say. I primarily trade in keys, so I went with the more calming, chill but fruity lavender.
Very fruity.
Um, I went with a more sunset peach pink right here.
Wow.
And you gotta understand, like, one of my spirit brothers, is Cameron. These are colors he wears. I've always rocked them myself too. I don't give a fuck. Come at me, bro. We do what other people don't do. That is what it is. Okay. So I have no problem. I'm over here stunning with these colors, and like, who else is gonna rock this? Also, there's something about these colors. While I love them, and I made a lot of trading with them, they're very electric, and for some reason,
Yeah.
they are like a little bit less. As you can see, these are more clinical colors of the candles, white and black. I can see very clearly this order block, even from like a distance. Like, this is holding up, this is holding up.
I agree.
You know,
I
there's
understand.
something about it. Yeah, that's just
It's snappy.
better for me.
You know, snappy,
Snappy,
tacky.
exactly. Quick. Yeah, I need to see the stuff quick. I don't necessarily need to be in love with my colors. While I do love these colors, you can see like it starts just the detail's not as clear.
I
Like,
can see it. I'm warming up to it now. Honestly, I kind
yeah,
of want the opinions of whoever the fuck is watching this, but yeah, it's
yeah,
gonna.
yeah. I was messing with that orange. The orange was too bright. These are more calm, and they also have the same like phoenix suns, like what I see in the colors of the sky at night. So it's like, all right, I can rock with this. Also, like a lot of the other colors, like in the fair value gaps and stuff, like make sense, and like they're not distracting. The lines are not distracting. Often in here, like when I put the lines and stuff, I don't know. It's
Yeah,
just not as clear.
it's
The
a
price
good,
tag is not as
good,
clear.
nice, original kick to the 12th episode. But yeah, let's just hop straight into the trades.
Okay. Okay. Sounds good. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Pause. Roll the intro.
Order filled.
Awesome.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, because the one reason why I actually paused, I was like, I didn't ask him how he was doing. I was like, should we just start before that? And I was like, I know you're in a little
That's
bit of a rush
whatever.
for like,
It's
okay, yeah.
whatever.
So we'll just go. Um, Today was Wednesday. This is from today, or Thursday. Today's Thursday. Well, as you can tell, I'm losing my mind already, or I'm losing it more. Whatever. My family has certain things to say about that. Fuck them. Anyway, today is Thursday. We had some interesting news events.
Yeah.
Some major stuff at 8:30, which I obviously overslept for like an absolute professional, and wasn't there for, and it catalyzed this move. I think this is the 8:30 candle. Yeah, moved up here, back to this fair value gap. I mean, you see this, you see the hour fair value gap like still hold us up, and you're like, yeah, we break in structure here. I would anticipate, a long if we retrace to like 50% of this leg, which we do. And then we came back down, and we keep moving around. And I was already bullishly biased. We had dropped a lot over the past few days,
Yeah, I agree.
but then we started, sweeping some shit and making moves. Near the 15th, make it clear.
So yeah, I have a
You
bullish
know,
bias for this trade.
yeah, like we have this fair value gap that's also holding us. Like these things are all nice. Like we took fibs from, uh, you know, here to here. We We're in our
I
favorite
like
zone,
it.
right?
I like it.
61A and almost a 70.5. I'm thinking bullish all day. Well, we'll get to why this is a trash trade right now. Thinking bullish all day. And if you notice here, we start minorly breaking structure. The order flow seems to start to change on the 1 minute. You want to sort of check it on the 5. But you notice pretty much here, like, okay, we're going to be bullish. This order block has broken structure here. These swing highs are here. We'll target here. Oh, shit. Oh, yeah, exactly.
I can definitely see it.
Was afraid about getting here. Thought about getting here because there is a inversion fair value gap. There's a fair value gap here. It's very small, but it exists. And then it gets inverted. And then we retrace into this order block. And I didn't enter. This is essentially a secret market structure shift during certain times, especially like after you've already swept and you're already anticipating longs, as we were. This is a perfectly fine entry. Actually, no, this isn't. This closes to confirm this order block. This one is the order block entry right there. Inverted fair value gap confirms this order block. Enter here. We're out. Didn't enter. I'm already fucking licking my wounds. 698 to 773. Today was a day of missing trades for me.
Oh,
So that's about 100 points I missed. Okay? And I give myself a little bit of FOMO. I actually take
ooh,
a couple trash trades right here. This first one is okay. I
ooh,
enter here.
entry.
Yep, I enter here.
Okay. This is on the 1 minute, so super. Okay, now I gotcha.
Exactly. It's on the 1 minute. This is a 1 minute time frame thing. It's not even like this is already sort of a little bit of a chase, even though this looks very good. The reason being, like, that's not a real leg. It's too soon. If I was going to look like on the 5, it's this is the leg, right? At least. You know, the 15-minute, this would be one candle.
Yeah, I agree.
So it's like we're sort of too much into a premium here for me to really think is something. It'd be something if like I had a high up here, like a breaker, but I don't.
Yeah. I
So-
don't like it.
I really should have understood this was more of a chase, but I was disciplined in my profit taking, and I didn't.
So you didn't trim, you didn't take any profits off the
No,
table.
nothing.
Nothing
Didn't
at
even
all.
stop myself. Take a little loss. Okay. I realized the error of my ways. And I agreed to my stop, but then I noticed we got into discount in a fair value gap with the tap of a potential breaker or near tap of a potential breaker. So your boy did what he fucking
Again,
did.
another long. Oh my
Another long.
god.
This
No.
is the true trash trade. Now
That is so
the
FOMO.
stop really should be here. Yeah, exactly. This is the trash trade. The first one, this set me up for this one. Then this loss, and then realizing, oh, I should have waited for the discount. Made me re-hit this. Okay.
Okay.
By the
Ooh.
way, disciplined. Didn't take a trim.
Ooh.
Hold on. You know what? I think my stop was up here. I didn't put it down here because I was being too pussy. And I think I put it like under the mean threshold or something of this, and I got stopped.
Okay.
Then it taps the order block, like for real. Like not just on the thing. And then does everything we could ever expect.
I'll take
Right?
profits.
All
No,
the
I
take
gotcha.
profits. Now, like, those are the only two trades I took in the morning. Okay? The worst part about this, oh shit, I fucking went too far. I'll just explain it from here. The worst part about this is you'll notice this block. Why is this block here? This is from this morning. So there is a fair value gap, a bearish fair value gap that was made to essentially cause like the tap of this order block, right? Tap of this re-entry, this rebalancing of this fair value gap. Okay, and then it gets inverted. Okay, this was a little bit too high for me to just automatically enter, so I didn't. But from 723 to 787, and then where it goes, you'll see in a little bit, is plenty. I was being very strict on this entry because of my shitty loss that I just took. Because I was like, that was just trash. You sort of FOMO'd in, long in here. So I was trying to be very specific. Let's look at it on the one. As it's forming, this is where the 3-minute ends. I'm like, okay, it's coming. But I got to wait till it taps here again. And it ends here. And even though I was anticipating it, I anticipated this loss. I didn't enter here, where really I should have when it came back into here in the last like few seconds and it came out. Like, this is a fine entry. Even this would have been fun. I mean, this is sort of like hindsight, but like I missed my entry here.
No.
This.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I think that was technically quote unquote a good entry, but because you just got stopped
exactly
twice before, that is straight away.
Exactly.
I'd have to walk away.
And this is the thing with these particular entries, the stop is actually very tight. It's essentially if we close under this. So I have essentially 11 points of risk. And my real target all day was here. I'm not even lying. It just lines up perfectly with a bunch of things. If you look at like these equal highs, these order blocks, like this fair value gap situation here. I think on the hour it's a little bit more clear. Yep.
That's very ambitious.
Okay. Well, you see where it's going. We sort of went a little bit further ahead, but let's see how my ambition fucking would have paid, and you'll see why I felt like shit most of the day.
Ooh,
pretty ambitious, right, Luca? Especially with 11-point stop. This is a 10R with a 20-point stop.
To be honest, those trades happen, but if you execute badly repetitively before
exactly
that, there is just no way you can expect yourself to.
And that is exactly, Luca, that is exactly where I'm getting to.
Yeah.
Because I decided to sort of FOMO and not really sit, or even like this one is okay. Like it broke structures coming down. This one is more sus. You know, it would have been better if like maybe there's a fair value gap or like an order block that gets inverted on the way up and then retaps. Then okay. But this, it failed to make a high there. Why are you re-entering here? You're sort of just hoping. When this, and then this, and then the inversion of this gap, like this is confirmation that this holds. This is a good entry.
Exactly.
This is shit. This is okay. And then because it moved up 7 points, I was like, I will have the discipline not to. But it's only because I did this entry that made me not look at this trade appropriately and be like, you know what? 7 points is 7 points. Look at my TPs. I think I could take it. Plus, I have this super tight stop from here. Even if it's 7 points, a 23-point stop to the bottom here is literally 10 points. My typical stop is like 20 points. What am I talking about? But I already fucked myself right here. I emotionally fucked myself over. I cost myself a quote-unquote easy 250-point trade. That literally, I think you know how I'd have held this. Like, where would I have cut? Why would I have cut? Anywhere.
You know.
Trim.
Yeah.
Trim. Maybe trim. Hold. Like, what? And then, like, I made money back, and I ended up on a green day. Like, I started trading. I took 2 trades after here, like a little bit on the retrace or whatever. But the easiest, simplest trade, all because I wanted FOMO. Like, that's really one of the, especially at our stage, Luca, where we're not like complete bozos, even though we're expert trash traders, is like a major, our major problem of FOMOing in or chasing it will cause you to not shoot on a good kill.
Yeah.
Because you have sort of like scar tissue from something where you fucked up, and you're essentially like, I will not trade. Like I took those. I took no more trades until then. Like literally, I took a short like, yeah, right here off this fucking breaker.
Yeah, and no,
Close
in
through,
conclusion,
boom.
I think.
And then by the way, out. I was out. I was just like, we're cool at 25. I'm green again. Fuck it. Like I couldn't do anything because I was still expecting longs, but I'm just like, yeah. Go ahead, say the in conclusion. Fucking tell them, bro. I'm fucking so mad just looking at this. I'm like, I can't believe this. I got this, and that made me green, and this made me red.
No, I think I think it was a good trade. It's just I was gonna say in conclusion, like you mentioned, I think it was either last episode or a couple episodes back, but you kept on trying to call the low, and you should have wait for a break of structure and a retrace to that, to your original entry.
Yeah, and the thing is, I was correct on the targets. I was correct on the bias, but stop trying to call anything and just give it. And I don't care if people are buying here and they made more. I don't care. I shouldn't even care if you know what I'm saying, like what I did. That's just such a backwards way to do this. And like you can see here, like once I miss this, now I'm waiting for this entry. Never comes down to here, but what I miss, it fucking comes down into
yeah. No,
like it comes down into this 15-minute order block. It came down into here perfectly to enter, and I'm waiting for it to come to here. Like, dude, like not like what?
It's
just
I think the best way to describe it, VJ, is
like,
you're kind of holding on.
Being so insistent on certain entries, like that order block entry is perfect too. 370. Like, hold on, how do we fucking move this bitch, bro? This is the one thing that sort of sucks about this thing, is that now I get this fucked up. Can't even see really. They had 130 points, or actually more than that. 186 points here, but I'm over like, no, God, you fucked up, man. You fucked up. So it needs to come here. You are not entering to here, bro. 7 points. So both of these entries, I fucked up because of this guy. Because of 7 points not working with me, and I was like, "Cool, let's just eat this shit." I'm trash. Let's see your trade, man.
Yeah, just to finish it off, I think you're just trying to. You spotted a great, excellent trade. It's just it's kept on slipping away from you. Every time you tried, you kind of you got stopped out, and it kept slipping until you got to the stage of you kind of panic buying. You kind of had to get in the trade. And again, you try to FOMO in, and you try to go too quick, and you miss a great trade. I think that's a good trash trade. That's a very good trade.
That's a good, thank you. See, I would have said this, like this would have been perfectly acceptable in any day. Enter here, loss. Enter here, and just take all profits, whatever. Or like enter here, and then like, you know what I'm saying? Like that one loss and then that one win, perfectly fine. This thing just like caused a snowball effect of trash. So
it'll happen.
I'm glad you like it.
It'll happen, but I do like it a lot.
All right, good. I'm glad you did. I'm glad you enjoyed the trash. I hope our lovely trash listeners love it too. I mean, listen, we keep getting better, and we still putting up some nice trash for you guys. I hope you guys appreciate it.
Yeah. I was gonna ask the question: Is our listeners trash? Are they trash as well?
No, we got to come up with a nickname for them. They're not trash, but we have to, we got to come up with a cute nickname.
I think they should. We should have kind of a vote type of thing. They should kind of decide. I don't know. We'll get it chatting, and
I'm not a man of the people like that anymore. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I am a little bit, but let's, they might like us. Listen,
I don't know.
They're gonna we're the creatives here, right? They're creative. We're creative. I mean, I'd love to hear what they have to say. They might come with some great names. Actually, you know what? Yeah, let's see. But if we come up with a good name, They might have several names. Who knows? Let's just give it some time. It'll come to us. Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
I hope these guys
This
love
was
that
my
purple
trade.
shirt though.
Yeah, I think
Yeah. How'd you feel? It was
I'm
better, right?
yeah. It was. I warmed up to it in the end, but
Hey, you got used to it, almost like you stopped seeing it, right? That's exactly the point.
exactly.
Like you
Yeah,
just saw the
I
candles, so
did
like,
like
huh?
it.
Yeah, I was testing for a while.
But okay, here you go. This was SPY in the morning. I was plotting this liquidity. This was my TP. I had a play which I traded downwards. But I sold it all.
I can't really see it, Luca. I can't really see it. My bad.
I sold it all, and I
Okay.
was looking to re-enter. So,
Okay.
this was a FOMO trade. I kind of had you know my little Luca rules. How if I see a candle without a wick, I think of that as liquidity. So I had this. We kind of barely dipped below that liquidity by a cent basically. So I knew it had to be properly swept. We had to grab those orders underneath that low. So
Yep.
I was bearish bias for a pullback. Already on the 3 minute there was a little Pukal or a Luca line, whatever you guys want.
Yeah.
But it was a kind of a liquidity rule I had. So I decided to enter solely based off of this fair value gap and keep my
Mm.
stop above that other high. And you can see why I have got a fib drawn, because I obviously got stopped out of this trade. And this fib, as I kind of mentioned it before, that when I first entered the trade, it was just so FOMO-ish that I straight away that was a that should have been an out candle. But I held on, and in all honesty, because I'm an honest person, I did not. My stop loss was here. I did not sell here. I think I sold the next candle. Yeah, I was kind of like anyway, anywhere up here. Because I just FOMO'd in. I was so sure that low was gonna be swept. I just wanted to, grab a contract, grab a position, and just try play it.
Oh
I
my
ended
god.
up getting stopped out straight away. And if I was less greedy, if I was more patient, if I was more disciplined, I
I
would
know
have
it's not
caught a
that big.
perfect trade with my own rules. What's my rules? An average down at 0.5,
61.8.
an average down at 61.8. 61.8 is my sexual zone right here. Which it should be a position of somewhere, in between here, especially this support line. This is hourly support line, so I only have a few on my chart, but when it does hit that support line, it reacts. It definitely reacts. So this should have been my trade. Stop loss a little bit above the 786. I don't actually remember what happened after this. Even here, look, break a structure. So we see these lows. I hold on. Actually, I think it's gonna go above because of that equal high. Let's see. Yeah, I think it might. Okay, it did. So we kind of kept sweeping up. If you wanna be real retail trader and go for a pattern, you can kind of see a trend line forming. For a bearish bias. This was a perfect move down. I really had no excuse to not catch this trade. It hit my price targets. If I just honored my rules and my stop loss, this could have been an absolute easy peasy lemon squeezy trade.
We
But
had the same trade, except
honestly,
opposite.
yeah, it is what it is. It just it
uh,
happens when you get so into the chart. You just want to enter, and the
especially when
perfect
you see
zone happens, and it executes on that perfect zone, and you miss it, and it happens.
that setup. That setup with the drop. That's how they do it. And then the
Exactly.
fake drop, and then the pump to get like it's like that. Like literally everything it did right there, I knew what it was going to do that entire time. I was like, oh, okay, it's going to go up, go down a little bit, go up more, test
Yeah.
down a little bit, go up higher than that, and then just absolutely dump because it just made liquidity on every side, and everyone was trying to play
Exactly.
every side, and then it was like, hey man, y'all forgot I need to go down more.
Yeah. You could have saw it as bullish consolidation here, broke upwards, and then we start to get a market structure shift breaking above this high. So quote unquote, you could be bullish, but if you look at the overall picture, very clear. I just need to be more strict about my rules and how I place the trade, because this was a trade that was very obvious and very straightforward. It's just I kind of had that panic type of mentality. So when I ended up executing on a type of entry, it just went all wrong. Um, which happens. I think we had very similar trades, BJ. What do you think?
Yeah, I think I think they are very similar. I think they're almost identical in the fact that we thought that we were going to miss out on a chance to make some money, so that we took extremely unreasonable entries,
Yeah, I
and then we're
agree.
hoping that our trade idea would get us there, and then it it literally the market was like, okay, let me pull you in a place, which is like, are you going to marry your trade idea,
Ooh,
or are you going to be done? You know,
I 100% agree.
and it like we jumped the gun rather than like wait. Like the patience I showed after I lost, even though I didn't enter, was excellent. That's a win. The patience where I waited to literally just, okay, now I have a really solid setup and I happen to be back and my mind was clear and I took it. I took profits early because I wasn't sure because I was still long biased. It was good, but notice how just that one thing made what should have been a fantastic green trade, even if I missed those those entries that I already missed. I would have just only had green from the results of my trade. Like that short, it paid a lot, but I had already taken some losses and then wasn't in the state of mind to make them up. And that's part of being new, but that's also part of like
It's part of trading.
it is part of trading. Yeah, like these some days I don't feel it as much, and some days you feel it more. Today happened to be a day, probably because I woke up a bit late, felt a little bit less prepared, and then was sort of thinking of like a different style entry technique than I normally do. So I missed like simple order block entries that I normally see because I was focused on something else. And it's like just draw the stuff and put the entries and let it fucking rip, you know? Like
Yeah,
we're gonna do
exactly.
work and we're gonna miss and we shouldn't be like, oh shit, it might go. I'm time to get in. Like what? That's exactly what
They
the
want.
brokers and them want us to do. Yeah,
Exactly.
like they want us to be
Yeah.
out of control and not look for true reasons to get in. Like that short, yeah, I'm going against a trend. I had a true reason to get in. We had swept some highs, we broke some structure. We now are making a bullish PD rate, bearish. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna fucking take a short there and then trim here. That's reasonable. That's reasonable. Okay,
Yeah, I think moral
that
of the
whatever.
story was to kind of monitor yourself. You can catch it if you feel that you started, you just started feeling differently about trading, like almost like you have to get in. I gotta rush in. You don't take your time. You're not working for the chart, or you're working for the charts. The charts aren't working for you. You've got to take a step back. You got to couch yourself, and you got to stop. Because that's how they make money. Almost always, if you have those feelings, they'll grab you up as liquidity straight away. So all these algorithms and how much of a battle this market is, it's really dependent on how you feel. And if you feel like you're gonna rush in, they're gonna create, circumstances to make you enter, and that's the exact liquidity that they want to fill their orders, etc. There's a whole I don't know if it's a conspiracy
Yeah,
theory or whatever, but it's a thing that we believe in the markets.
it's how they make money. It's understandable. I definitely, yeah.
It's a battle.
It
It's
is,
definitely a
yeah.
fight.
It's a battle.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's obviously, you know, if you're in the game and you love it, like it's worth happen. It's worth having. Like these things will happen. It sort of makes you better in life in general, and then you know you do your thing. You learn from your mistakes, and generally, if you stay in there and you're being true to the game, like you will improve and
It will happen. Yeah,
things,
absolutely.
yeah, things will get better. But you will have to have days like this where, you know, I've actually had multiple, like actually last Thursday, remember how mad I was and it was a green day and I was just pissed
Yeah.
because I was like, I should have done better. And like, here's another Thursday where I'm having a similar feeling, and it's another green day. I should be more green. It doesn't matter. Like in a way, it's like it's good to be motivated, but am I being that true to what I'm supposed to do if I'm so like I'm having a feeling that I don't even take a trade that I should? You know, like okay, I FOMO in the next trade, but then what about the next one? Like I'm not willing. Like I was just too out of it, and like it's a constant process. As you get better, like you'll have certain days where you're not quite as good as you were the other day because we're humans, and it takes a process to get better. And over time, and generally, if we practice, we get better. But you're gonna on some days feel like you're killing it, and then be a better trader even a few months later and just feel like you're not killing it. And
Exactly.
that's part of the thing, you know. Like every time you scale up, you'll have some issues. Like it'll be the same issues. You go from trying to make $50, you're having $50 in a position to $100 a position to $1,000 a position. Like the math makes it seem like yeah, you know, it's just a linear thing. Yeah, but that's not what we feel. And they're not going to fully allow AI to trade for you.
Yeah.
They're gonna want that human aspect because they want to fill their positions, fuckers.
Yeah, exactly. So
So if we want to
just
play
catch
this game,
yourself.
yeah,
You
yeah,
gotta know when you're FOMOing in, and you gotta know when it's the right time for you to take a step back and step away from the charts. Excuse me. And yeah, I think that was a nice little episode. We kind of went through a lot of material, a lot of lessons. What do you
I
think,
think
VJ?
so. I think it's fantastic. I think we had some very interesting trash trades. Not gonna
We
lie.
definitely had some very interesting trash trades.
We're
100%.
fucking. They were demoralizing even on a good day. Should you tell them the good news? Do you want to tell them the good news on how you've been doing or what? No. Yes.
Um, you know,
Fuck it. Don't.
honestly, I don't know. I'm so half and half. I'll just say I'm gonna skim over it. That
Okay.
in the last couple weeks, I've kind of been on a streak, trading streak. I've been doing well. I kind of, resuscitating my overall over time, like overall P&L for my history of trading for the year and a bit that I've been trading. So I'm getting to work. I'm happy enough that in the last week and a half I've you know I've made some of my losses back, and hopefully in the future we can make all my trading losses so I can completely break even. And yeah, we can move forward with a profitable goal in mind. I definitely know it's possible. Me and BJ have been in the mindset of we can achieve this, and we just gotta work harder and be better traders and improve on our strategy. And yeah, and it can happen. It can happen to all of us, even me, even how kind of immature and unserious you are. If you put in the work, you can definitely achieve it.
That's a fact. We're both pretty immature and unserious at times. But
Yeah.
I mean, you gotta give ourselves a little bit pat on the back. We are pretty serious and pretty crazy too. So whatever, we'll take it.
Yeah, 100%. But yeah, let's leave this episode off here. Let us know for the fucking colors of VJ's new chart. Honestly,
Oh yeah.
I'm warming up to it, and we also need a fan base, type of name. Kind of like what's a fan base name again? Like, what's the Justin Bieber's fan base
Yeah,
name?
they're like
The
yeah.
Beatsters. Or I don't know. Okay, we'll
I know
move on.
the Taylor Swift is like the Swifties,
Okay.
and like
There's
Beyonce is
probably
like the
gonna be
Beehive,
one or
right?
two pretty proud like uh trashians. Okay, you know what?
No, 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 no. I already know it.
Okay.
We could also call them reverse bangers. Like we spit reverse bangers and we
I
got a
think that's
bunch
a
of
more of an
reverse
inside
bangers.
joke. Me and VJ, I don't think we explained it fully, but me and VJ, at the start of our trading career, we kind of started at similar times, and everyone used to say when they used to do a massive play, tens of percent, even 100% on option
Tens of
contracts or whatever,
percent.
they go what an absolute banger. You know, every time somebody asks me or BJ, you know, how's the trades, and it's gone a little shitty, we'd go reverse banging. You know, it's not.
Yeah.
It's gone the
I'd be
opposite of
like,
banging.
we would be like in VCs, just like losing trades. It'd be like reverse banger. And you'd be like, what the fuck?
And we used to go back to back, reverse bangers.
Yeah.
Can you believe it?
back to back reverse bangers. Y'all seeing this action? Who wants the alerts? And you know, they acted like they didn't want them, but low key, they're better than what they're doing.
Oh yeah, they're desperate for them, 100%. But yeah, listen, we're gonna leave it there. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Yeah,
The
please.
reverse boys. The reverse boys. Oh, sorry. We'll come. Yeah. Let us know the names.
We'll come up with it.
We'll try to. I know that I'm gonna have my own. You know, I come up with nicknames for everybody, bro. So I'm gonna have something, even if they come up with something.
Listen, we're gonna yeah, get brainstorming. But we're gonna leave it there for now. We're working hard on this. So we'd appreciate a little bit of you know, interaction and support. So a little comment, a little like here and there. You know, it wouldn't hurt us.
I love that.
And yeah,
I love that. Do it. Do it. You know what? I'm actually gonna start. Yeah. Do it. Fuckers.
I know you want to click the button. It's satisfying just clicking that mouse. Tick, tick, tick.
Yeah, just do it for the noise. It's like it's a tactile.
You can only press it once
representation of how
though.
much you love us.
Don't press it twice
Or 3 times.
or 3 times. You know, odd numbers are
3.
favorable.
Yeah, if you notice, I'm always the one introing the odd numbers, so just remember me
Exactly.
and how much I would appreciate it. It was my birthday, so do it for that.
Exactly.
There we go.
Jizzle's birthday.
Oh, the best present ever.
We'll talk about it next episode.
Yeah, we'll talk about it next time. We might need.
Okay, listen, we might use some time.
We might need to show that.
Okay, let's leave it on a cliffhanger. Next episode
Yeah.
is what I got BJ for his birthday. Okay. Anyway,
Yeah, we'll at least. Yeah.
Moving on.
I don't even. You know what? I don't know if I want to show them, because then it could make it back.
Yeah.
It cheapens it. I'm not gonna show them, but we'll talk about it.
We'll talk about it. Anyway,
right.
We're gonna leave it there. Thank you guys so much for watching, tuning in, whatever you're doing. We
Love
appreciate you. We're on this path
the best.
to fucking growing, winning, and being better traders. So we'll see you guys soon. We'll see you guys in the next episode. All right. Goodbye.
Reverse bang them. Yeah, should we ever get an outro?